Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Julie with the Chocolate Therapist Kitchen Club. I'm also the owner of the Chocolate Therapist Chocolate Store in Littleton, Colorado. And whenever I do these videos on how to make these chocolate products, it's not just about making a beautiful product, but it's also about keeping the ingredient profile clean. That's how we make it at our shop. No dyes, no preservatives, nothing artificial. We also like to be soy-free and gluten-free. So if you have allergies, this is the perfect chocolate for you. And not only is it better for you, but it tastes so much better. So today, because it's almost Valentine's Day, even though when you're watching this, it may not be, we're gonna make chocolate covered strawberries, and I'm gonna show you how to do a small batch for you and your significant other or your kids or whoever you wanna make chocolate covered strawberries for. So let's just jump right into it here. I'm gonna go through everything that you're gonna need. I'm quickly gonna show you how to temper chocolate, and then we're gonna get started on making our beautiful chocolate covered strawberries. Now you're gonna want a tray like this, some strawberries. I picked out the biggest, best strawberries, and I also like to choose organic strawberries, a plate for putting your finished product on, some chocolate, and we have curvatures on our website that I mentioned are all natural. They're also soy-free and gluten-free. Today I'm gonna be using the milk chocolate to kind of swirl a little design on top of the dark chocolate, and I'll be dipping the strawberries in our 55% dark chocolate. You're also gonna want a glass bowl, and because I'm doing just a few strawberries, I'm using this small bowl today so it doesn't take so long to temper the chocolate. But if you're doing like a lot of strawberries for a big group, you can use a big Pyrex bowl. And the reason I'm using this is I am tempering in the microwave, and the heat conducts a lot better in a glass or a Pyrex bowl than it does like in plastic or ceramic, so I would suggest using that. The other thing for happiness is this infrared heat gun. These are on Amazon for not very much money. This will help you not have to mess with those candy thermometers and trying to figure out if your chocolate is right at the right temperature. And then of course a spoon. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, I poured about a half a cup of chocolate in here, maybe a little bit more. I'm not gonna tell you exactly how much to do because it's based on the number of strawberries you're doing. But since I'm only making 5, I don't want 3 pounds of chocolate when I'm finished. So about half full in here. Then I'm gonna microwave it 45 seconds at a time, take it out and stir it, not letting it completely melt all the way. Otherwise it just gets way too hot. So that's step 1. So this chocolate has been in for 45 seconds now, and you can see I'm taking my spoon and stirring it. And our goal is to get it up to about 100 degrees without getting it too hot. And then we're gonna be bringing it back down into the mid-80s and then bringing it right to tempering temperature, which for this 55% dark chocolate is between 87 and 88 degrees. Because I have such a small bowl, I took this out at 30 seconds. So I put it in one time for 45, stirred it. Now I'm doing it 30 seconds and I'm stirring it again. And you can see I took it out before it's completely melted. And now the chocolate is melting the rest of the way. That's what you kind of want to do because you just don't want it to get too hot. Otherwise, it's really difficult to get it back down into the 80s. So now I'm going to take my infrared temperature gun and just hit the chocolate real quick to see what it's at. And this is at 100 degrees right now. So it's a little bit warm. And the way we're going to get the temperature back down is it's called seeding. You add some of the chocolate that was in the microwave, but still in the package, into the bowl, and you keep on stirring. Now this needs to get down into about the mid-80s, and then we'll bring it right back up to 88 with a few seconds in the microwave. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this process can take up to 15 minutes because it does take the chocolate a little while to cool off. You can keep on stirring it, you can kind of put it up like this to get all the bubbles out, or you can just let it sit and stir it every few minutes. I've been stirring this now for about 15 minutes and waiting for it to cool, and it is down to 85 degrees, which is right where I want it, and now I'm gonna bring it to tempering temperature. Remember, this is not a complicated process. I had somebody call me the other day looking for pre-tempered chocolate, which is fine to get that, but it's not gonna taste nearly as good as this all-natural chocolate that you temper yourself. I'm just gonna put this in the microwave for a few seconds because I wanna bring it up to 88 degrees. All right, this has been in now for 6 seconds and it is exactly 88 degrees. So this is when you want to dip your strawberries in it. And you see why this is such a great thing to have this small bowl? Because it's difficult to dip in a huge bowl like this. So even if you end up having a lot of chocolate and you melt your chocolate down here, pour it into a smaller bowl for the dipping so that you can get a nice deep dip on your strawberries. Now, I'm not going to use the plate yet. I'm going to be putting these dipped strawberries right on the parchment paper. And I like to dip them so that you can still see a little bit of the red, because it's a little prettier that way. And again, not a complicated process. You can handle this part. So once they're dipped, just put them on the parchment paper, and we're going to be letting them cool off to room temperature and setting up so that you can put the milk chocolate little design across the top of them. Now you can get fancy, you can put white chocolate on them, you can put whatever you want, sprinkles and all of that. But again, I like to keep ours all natural with no dyes and preservatives so that they taste better and they're better for you. I mean, the main thing is all about the taste, right? It's your sweetie, it's your loved ones, maybe it's your kids, your mom, your dad. Who are you making these for? Think about their health. That's what we're always thinking about. All right, so there we have 5 strawberries. Now I have a little chocolate left in here, and I'm going to add milk chocolate in here and bring the milk chocolate into temper while these are drying. For the milk chocolate, I only put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Then I've been stirring it until it's melted. It got up to 92, and now it's back down to 89, which is where I want it for beautiful tempered chocolate. Again, I didn't bring it up to 100 and back down to 88, but that's just because I'm going to use it as a drizzle on these chocolate strawberries. Now these have set up beautifully in the meantime, and this is why you temper chocolate. So you can have a nice sheen on your finished product at room temperature, and you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. So if you've ever dipped strawberries without tempering your chocolate, you might have gotten that tacky feeling on the outside. Well, if they're at the proper temperature when they're dipped, the chocolate is, then you don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to take this milk chocolate now and kind of drizzle it across the strawberries like this, just to make it kind of a little bit prettier. Here's a quick shot of the finished product, and you can see that the dark chocolate has a nice sheen to it. This is about 5 minutes after I put the milk chocolate on it, and it's made again with organic strawberries and all natural chocolate. There's no dyes or preservatives. I would highly recommend enjoying one of these before you give them all away. You deserve it. And that's all there is to it. If you like the station, please subscribe. We're always doing something all natural with no dyes and no preservatives with chocolate, fun projects you can do right in your own home. I call it news you can use, no pandemics, no politics, just plain fun with chocolate. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.